Welcome into the DNVR Rockies Podcast. I'm your host, Suzie Hunter. I'm joined by Yaya. How are you doing?
Oh, not very good. I'll tell you that much.
You're going on vacation pretty soon. I'm excited for you.
It's that vacation lull. You know what I mean? Right before you leave, that you're just like, I want everything to be finished.
Yeah.
I want it done and just out of my mind.
It's like I'm so bored being here, but also like I have so much to do before we wrap this up.
You're reading my mind right now, and I hate it so much.
All right. Hey, we got some people in the Toyota chat. CTOD Ghost. The Rockies did an amazingly really good thing. I think they drafted well. I think they drafted well here in 2024. That is what we're going to talk about today on this podcast. Also, the All-Star game. We got to see Ryan McMahon make his first appearance in the All-Star game. And, I'm sure he would have liked for it to go a little differently. But listen, we can still be proud of him. I'm blaming Torey Lovullo. He didn't give him enough at-bats.
It's never the Rockies' fault. It's everybody else around them.
It's not Ryan McMahon's fault.
I'm not blaming him either. I'm agreeing with you.
He should have started over Alec Boehm. Should have started over him. Should have. He should have. He has better numbers than him. Although, I mean, I don't think you had a chance to catch it because obviously I know you are very busy getting ready for your trip. But Alec Boehm, like watching him, like there was a moment where he was like running to catch a very foul ball that ended up going into the stands anyway. But he like bounced off the fence and like I swear I heard a boink. Like he's like a cartoon that accidentally became a human man, and it's hilarious.
Those are my favorite people in sports. The like Lance Stevensons. The people that are just kooky and wacky, and you can just enjoy it a lot. Manny Ramirez was that for a long time. He was the perfect cartoon character.
Manny Ramirez's son got drafted this year. This draft class.
That can't be true,
Manny
man.
Ramirez and Big Papi, David Ortiz, both of their sons were drafted this week.
I feel so old.
Yeah, don't we all? Yeah, doesn't that hurt?
It hurts when my childhood hero sons are already in the league.
Yeah. I mean, hello, Jackson Holiday. Man, the Orioles did him dirty. I don't think they're going to make it to the World Series just because of what they did to Jackson.
It do be like that.
He should have broken with camp.
Karma, man.
He should have broken with camp. They were trying to, give him a hardship. I don't know. What were they trying to do? Why didn't they do that?
There ain't no rules against it. Try to be good.
Another really cool moment that really brings together the draft and the All-Star game. A guy who was drafted a year ago, Paul Skeens, started the All-Star game last night, which is absolutely wild that we get to see this happening in real time. That's cool. It's cool. You a Paul Skeens fan?
The weird thing is me and my brother don't talk as much sports anymore just because we're so far apart. Mm-hmm. But that's the one guy we can bond over right now because that's the one guy we just enjoy so much to watch.
Yeah.
That's what we can talk about constantly.
I love it. I love it. I am loving that we got a super chat. Thank you, CTOD Ghost. Let's see. Hold on. Suzie, from now on, if you see a blue C and a bunch of letters and ghost, you can just go with ghost. Thank you. I think that's what I might have done in the past. I've even been here in a while. Great to see you back. Great to see Trenton in the chat bag. W draft for the Rockies. I agree. Sergio in the Toyota chat, finally up to watch a live show being in Florida for the last month. All right. Welcome back to Rockies content. Enjoy it. I will.
I really thought you were going to say Rockies talk.
Some Rockies talk. Some Toyota talk. Well, that was what they had on the old AT&T Sportsnet. It was Toyota talk for like a long time.
I mute the broadcast every time I watch games.
Well, it was fun though because, like, you know, you would just be there tweeting, and like they would pull it up on the broadcast, and you'd see your tweet, and you'd be like, "Yes, like my content matters," but it doesn't.
When the Rockies were good.
When the really has not been that long. I was reminded because we have rank week, and that wild card game against the Cubs in 2018. It's like, that was such a good game. That was not that long. I mean, I guess it's six years ago at this point, but
no, it still doesn't feel that long ago.
But that's not that long ago for us to be like in the position we're in right now. Yeah. So many things had to go wrong for that to happen.
Especially all the players are still playing.
Yeah.
It's not like they all retired. They were all young, sparky young kids trying to get it going.
A lot of them are there. A lot of them are there. Ghost works for the Giants. Oh my gosh. Like the baseball Giants? That's crazy. That's amazing.
Or the football Giants.
I mean, but they don't have a lot of games. They also don't have any right now. All right. Trend in the Toyota chat. I do miss the Rockies putting tweets on their broadcasts. I know it is. I mean, it's just like, a whole different product now. But yeah, the MLB version of it, like there's 3 teams doing the MLB broadcasts, like that. MLB has the broadcast rights too. It's us. It's the Padres. It's the Diamondbacks. But yeah, like they don't even use the set anymore. That's out in the outfield. Should we use it? I think because like the other broadcasts don't have a version of that. Like I think it's just a matter of keeping it consistent across the product.
Let's ask if we can rent it out.
Right. Well, no, they use it now. You'll see Kimberly Becker sitting up there when she's the MC of all the Rockies games. They use it now. Rockies vision. That's the word I was looking for. Oh my gosh. All right. Hey, Ghost in the chat. Yes, the baseball Giants. So excited for the Rocks doubleheader on the 27th. Yes, I'll be at Coors Field on the 27th, even though the Rockies will very much be at Oracle for a doubleheader. A scheduled doubleheader. Nothing is more chaotic than a scheduled doubleheader. Good God. But there's a great event happening at Coors Field on the 27th. You won't be here.
What is it?
So it's called The Climb. It's for cystic fibrosis. It's where you show up in the morning and I almost spilled my coffee. That was hilarious. Because I talk with my hands. Very Mediterranean. But I'm not Italian, but I'm Mediterranean. Where was I? Oh yeah. So it's for cystic fibrosis. So you run the stairs at Coors Field. So you're there for the morning and it's like this like fun thing. And I'm excited that I get to do it this year. And yeah, that's at Coors that same day. That same day. Obviously, can't have it when the Rockies are in town. Guys, real fast, I do want to mention some of our friends at UC Health, by the way. We're so excited to launch this partnership with our friends at UC Health. But obviously, taking care of your health is so important. Your mental health is such a huge aspect of that. And UC Health, they know how important mental health is. They're encouraging Coloradans to live their healthiest lives through statewide initiatives, and that includes taking care of your mental health. They want you to live like there is a tomorrow. But yeah, taking care of your mental health, huge thing. But yeah, if you want to, they have some stories that they want to share. There's a story about a former UC Health patient named David Schlicht. But he was a teen, loved the outdoors, wanted to be in the Olympics, but ended up losing his leg in a ski accident. And UC Health doctors, they had to amputate. And of course, he wanted to be able to get back to doing what he loves, the outdoors, and they were able to help him with that. But you can see that story on how that journey turned out for David. You can see that if you go to uchealth.org/tomorrow, you can see David's story and more inspiring patient stories from UC Health and learn what it means to live like there is a tomorrow. All right, we got to mention our friends at Toyota because Toyota is the official vehicle of DNVR. The official truck of DNVR. Trucks are a huge part of Toyota's DNA for generations. Toyota has built durable legends destined for greatness and perfect for Colorado. So whether you are conquering off-road trails or hauling the weight of the world, there is a Toyota truck that is right for you. like the 2024 Tacoma, like the 2024 Land Cruiser. They've got 17 models available with all or four-wheel drive, like the 4Runner. Toyota offers more zero and low emission vehicles combined than any other automaker to give customers so many choices to reduce their carbon footprint. 16 different hybrids to choose from, like the Tundra, iForce Max hybrid truck. Toyota SUVs too, they're going to take control of the road and the trail so you can explore the road less traveled without sacrificing smooth city rides in SUVs like the RAV4 and the Grand Highlander. Visit your Front Range Toyota stores at a location near you. AutoNation Toyota Arapahoe and Centennial, Corwin Toyota in Boulder, Groove Toyota in Littleton, Mountain States Toyota in Denver, Stevenson Toyota East in Aurora, Stevenson Toyota West in Lakewood. Toyota, the official vehicle of the Colorado Rockies and the official vehicle of DNVR. The official vehicle of this chat. Let us know what you're thinking and feeling about the Rockies in the Toyota chat. And you guys are, y'all are talking. Trenton adding in the Toyota chat that it's the second year in the road the Rockies have been scheduled for a doubleheader. I mean, kind of the third year in a row. Well, but like the 2022 season started late and that was just like a big old mess. That was such a weird season. That was my first season covering the Rockies. Season started kind of late, and then they like tacked on all those games at the end. So then the Rockies ended their season with a six-day series in LA. So like when I went to like, you know, when you are a traveling journalist, you request your credentials from the parent club. And like you'll get like pretty much the same little like 3 or 4 day pass. But like, since it was a 6-day thing, they just printed it on what they print the season credentials on. So it's just like plastic. They're like, we're not printing you another one of these. Who cares? It's the last homestand of the season. Yeah. All right. We got so many things happening in the Toyota chat. I promise I will catch up with you guys because y'all are chatting amongst yourselves. Let's talk about the All-Star game last night. We got to see Ryan McMahon make that debut. He came in the 6th inning, took over second base for Ketel Marte. When he had his one at-bat in the 7th, he struck out. That was so disappointing. I was more disappointed, though, that so many of the starters, including Ketel Marte, had 3 at-bats. Ryan Mac got 1. And he's better numbers than Alec Boehm, so I don't know. But then, you know, did turn it out in the 8th inning. Jarren Duran, the MVP of the game, grounded out. Ryan McMahon tossed it over to first to Pete Alonso, who, yeah, by the way, Yaya did not win the home run derby because he takes it too seriously.
You mean the future Rocky, Pete Alonso?
You think he's a future Rocky?
He's a free agent. You got to get some smacks up in here.
We do. I don't know if he'd be my first choice.
He's going to be the only choice.
No, that's crazy. What else did we see in the All-Star game? Jerks and Profar, a freaking All-Star starter. And of course, on the broadcast, they're talking about how, you know, the past couple of years have been a little up and down for him. Obviously, this year is very up for him, but last year was so down. And they were talking about how he is with the Rockies, who are also struggling, and they DFA'd him. And I was like, okay, yeah, thank you for, like, again, making every moment about the Rockies losing something. I really appreciate that. To the fine people at the All-Star game and the home run derby, thank you for rubbing some dirt in those wounds. Love that. Love it. Jarren Duran was like, so yeah, he was the All-Star. Like Elias Diaz, hit a game-winning home run. So here's the thing, though, about him all season. So he's a Red Sox player, in case you didn't know. Who pays attention to the AL? I don't know. Who even does that? Who would do that? Who would do such a thing? Jarren Duran has been wearing a shirt for like a good chunk of the season, maybe all season. Again, don't watch every Red Sox game. He's wearing a shirt that says "fuck him." Okay. And so like, I think like he had like been spoken to like, hey, you can't wear that like for your post-game interviews. Cause like it's a bad word. But apparently he was like, okay, you know what? If I get fined, I get fined. I'll figure it out. But apparently it's a phrase that means so much to him because to him it represents like just saying like F you to like those mental demons. He's had such a crazy couple of years too, but in spring training, he had that as like his Instagram conversation. He had posted a photo of it on Instagram of that written on like tape around his wrist. So like people started asking him about it. So it's just kind of like his like motto for the season. And it's working because he really said, fuck him to some baseballs. He really did that. He really did that. All right. Yeah. I can't believe you totally missed the home run derby drama.
Yes, I did.
I can't, but okay. Also, I want to know, what did you guys think of the new format? I kind of liked it. I feel like the first round felt a little slow, but then right after that, it picked right up. Also, it might have felt slow because we were all reeling on Twitter over the national anthem. I can't believe you haven't heard it. I'm not going to play it on the show because it's like, it's messy. But then we found out why it was so messy, and now it's just a sad story. So anyway, an up and coming country singer named Ingrid Andress was the national anthem singer at the home run derby. Okay, pull up the picture though, because this is this is the unfortunate images that precede unfortunate baseball moments account. Look at Ingrid Andress repping it's a Rockies jersey, the Rockies all-star jersey with her last name on it. That's significant. Her dad was a Rockies coach. For those who haven't heard already on Twitter, her dad was on the coaching staff of the Rockies. I believe he was a strength and conditioning coach. Hasn't been a part of the organization, I think, since maybe 2008, but she showed up. She's like, look at me repping the Rockies. Like, watch me sing the national anthem. And it was messy. It was really messy. It was off key. It was all over the place. And then she posted the next morning, she announced on social media, she said she offered an apology and admitted that she was drunk. She was drunk. And then she said, I'm realizing this is a problem and I'm going to check myself into a rehab facility today.
That's an insane way to realize you have a problem in front of national TV.
I mean, that's got to be the rockiest rock bottom you could ever have. To hit that rock bottom and it's your first time on national TV. I feel so bad for her. Honestly, when she was singing, I thought she might have been sick because that like specific type of vocal strain. It's like, oh, like, is she like just getting over being sick? Like, did she like practice too hard and now her voice is strained? And it turns out it's just a very, very different sickness. So I'm wishing her the best, obviously. But yeah, she's a member of the Rockies extended family. She used to babysit for Clint Hurdle's family.
Oh,
yeah. Because again, like her dad worked with him, you know, like it's kind of wild.
The Rockies universe is so vast and expanding that we don't even know where it ends.
Everything comes back to the Colorado Rockies for better or for worse. Yes, Trent in the Toyota chat. Let's bring it back to the All-Star game. They had Ryan McMahon at second base for the All-Star game, which was pretty fun. I am pretty sure I'm not misremembering this. There was a time when the Rockies were like, maybe we do put Ryan McMahon at second. It was when it was the spring training where Brendan Rodgers got very injured on that play and tore up his shoulder. But I think they were like, what if we put a third? And Montero cannot play third. No. Cannot. Also, just a quick sidebar. So Kale and I are finishing up a documentary. It'll be a special episode that airs tomorrow on the 2016 Yard Goats, the Road Goats. But when I was like looking through my phone for a bunch of like just old footage like from the park that we can use, I found a video from 2021, but it was an Elahiris Montero at bat in Hartford. I was like, wait, here he is.
You remember that Leonardo DiCaprio meme where you're like, oh, I know what that is?
Oh, that was me. Yes. Did I do a good job?
You did. 10 out of 10 for Suze.
Thank you. All right, bringing it back to, Trent in the Toyota chat. This was one of my favorite moments. Shohei Ohtani absolutely murdering a baseball as Aaron Judge is praising him mic'd up on the field. That was also a hilarious moment. I was like, yeah, Ohtani is your All-Star's favorite All-Star. Everyone wanted to meet him who hadn't met him already. Ellie De La Cruz is learning Japanese just so we could talk to him. I think so many players, when they were asked, one of the questions they get asked like during media day is like, who among the All-Star, teams are you most excited to meet? And most people were either like Ohtani, dying to meet him, or Paul Skeens. Who wouldn't want to meet him? Crazy.
Who did Ohtani say, by the way?
I have no idea.
I hope it was Paul Skeens.
Ohtani. Did you see Ohtani's red carpet looks for the All-Star game?
No, but what was he wearing?
He had a jacket on the inside, in the flaps of the jacket.
When he butterflied.
When he opened the jacket up, his dog Decoy, a major character in the free agent signing of a lifetime. It was so funny. I love seeing what these guys want to wear. I love the expression. I love the expression. All right. Any other moments from the All-Star game or home run derby that? All right, Trent in the Toyota chat. I actually really liked the new format. I liked the new format too. It was different. I like the first round because they're not like it's best of four, not like guy against guy, because I think we've seen that in some recent home run derbies where like the two guys up against each other will both hit a crazy amount of home runs. And it's like, damn, like they should have both moved on. And now it works out that way. Guys, the way it is on Bet365 is that it's never an ordinary time when you are betting with Bet365. They believe every sport should be absolutely epic. And right now, new customers can choose between two offers when they open an account at Bet365. Use code DNVR365 to sign up. Deposit $10 and you can choose either the bet and get, place a bet of $5 or more and get $150 in bonus bets, or the first bet safety net. You can get that offer by placing a bet up to $1,000. And if that qualifying bet loses, you will get a matched refund in bonus bets. Whatever the sport, whatever the moment, it's never ordinary at Bet365. The early payout offer, guys, when baseball's back on Friday, you will want this any day of the week. If you're a winner, if your team goes ahead 5 runs with an instant payout, parlay and same game parlay selections will also be marked as winners. Also, the Tuesday bet and get, wager $50 or more across Tuesday's Major League Baseball matchups and get $25 in bonus bets. Great deals all over. But you got to be 21 or older, physically located in Colorado. Please gamble responsibly. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem and wants help, call or text 1-800-GAMBLER. But guys, when you download that Bet365 app, use code DNVR365 when you sign up to get them deals. Guys, what's the deal with hiring? No, guys, Indeed is driven for the search for better. When it comes to hiring, the best way to search isn't to search, it's to match with Indeed. But yeah, if you need to hire, you need Indeed. Indeed is your matching and hiring platform with more than 350 million global visitors, according to Indeed data, and a matching engine that helps you find quality candidates fast. So you can ditch the busy work. You can use Indeed for scheduling, screening, messaging, so you can connect with candidates faster. Indeed doesn't just help you hire faster. 93% of employers agree Indeed delivers the highest quality matches compared to other job sites, according to a recent Indeed survey. So all listeners of this show will get a $75 sponsored job credit to get your jobs more visibility at Indeed.com/ALLCITY. All caps, one word. Just go to Indeed.com/AllCity right now. Support our show by saying you heard about Indeed on this podcast. Indeed.com/AllCity. Terms and conditions apply. If you need to hire, you need Indeed. All right. I'm gonna address some more Toyota chats. Ghost saying that is just an insane series of events, referencing the home run derby anthem singer Ingrid Andress. Trenton saying, I hope she's getting the help she needs. I do too. She has a song coming out next week called Colorado 9. Ooh, I hope it's good. About the road. Like the route. I haven't heard the song. I'm sure it's cute. I heard like some clips of her stuff. I was like, actually, oh, you know my friend Steph. Yep. Yeah, who's been on this show. You guys know her too. But she was like, oh, like I've seen her in concert. Like I've listened to her. Like seen her open for people. Like did not know she could sound like that. That's sad. I know. That's how you know. I know. We're all wishing her the best. I am wishing the best, you guys, to Charlie Condon, who is the Rockies' first round draft pick out of the University of Georgia, 21 years old. All of the guys the Rockies drafted were out of college or junior college, by the way. No high schoolers. I kind of like that. Yeah. I kind of like that.
Get the guys that are already playing at a higher level. Don't try to develop right now. You need talent.
I think, you know what? There's just too much going on. We need someone coming in with a little bit of background. Here's Charlie Condon's background. Yeah, he was a redshirt sophomore out of the University of Georgia. First position player the Rockies have snagged in the first round since Benny Montgomery in 2021. So yeah, usually it's a lot of pitchers. It's been pitchers for the past 2 years, Gabriel Hughes and Chase Dollander in 2022 and 2023, respectively. But in his 60 games for the Bulldogs this most recent season, 20 doubles, 1 triple, okay, 37 home runs, 78 RBI, slash in 433, 556, 1,009. Let's go. But yeah, he led the SEC in slugging. He was National Freshman of the Year by Collegiate Baseball and Baseball America and D1Baseball.com. He was National Freshman Hitter of the Year by NCBWA and Collegiate Baseball. So he's been getting his recognition. But here's the thing about him. I mentioned those 37 home runs. Yeah, he can mash. So like, this is what people are excited about, that he can mash. And that is fun at Coors. And we need that to actually come through.
Yeah, man, we need the excitement. My biggest thing is when I heard the comparison, it was Chris Bryant. It hurt me a little bit. That's not a good
comparison right now.
It's not, but it hurt. It hurt because of what Chris Bryant has been for the Rockies. Mm-hmm. But I do remember Chris Bryant being one of those guys that everybody wanted back in like 2018. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And hey, I mean, we have him first though. We're not getting him secondhand. We're getting him fresh. Hey, Trenton in the Toyota chat, Charlie Condon, power hitter, born to hit for the Rockies at Coors Field. Yeah, the possibilities right now are just really, really fun to think about. Ghost in the Toyota chat. Yes, Charlie Condon is a Colorado Rocky. Yeah, I'm excited. I mean, like, I know I was talking with our own Spencer Smith before the show because we all like to talk, but he was like, oh, like, people are saying he could be mashing up here later this season. I was like, that would be wild, but not impossible. Not impossible. I'm excited to see how fast he can move through this system.
He's what Jackson Holiday was supposed to be.
Jackson Holiday should have broken camp with that damn club. All right. Ghost in the Toyota chat, watching highlights of him. His swing is so beautiful and quick for a guy standing at 6'5", 6'6". Yeah, he's a tall guy too. There are a lot of tall guys in this draft class. There's a dude who's 6'7" in this draft class. Oh wow. I know, way down, way lower. He's in the
wrong draft. That dude should be playing NBA shooting guard.
Hey, I mean, there's a pitcher actually with the Giants who's like 6'11".
Man, that NBA money would have hit. Nice.
Yeah, but imagine how bad you are at basketball to be like that tall and playing baseball.
Or you just love baseball.
Or you just love baseball.
You love baseball so much that you don't care about your physical attributes in any other sport.
But if you make it to the majors, you got to be pretty good at it. You know?
Yeah. At the end of the day, they're doing well for themselves. Don't get me wrong.
I'm sure he's doing just fine. Yeah, this draft class, 2 catchers, 6 infielder outfielders, 10 right-handed pitchers, 3 left-handed pitchers. One of those right-handed pitchers that we also snagged on day 1, righty Brody Brecht out of the University of Iowa. So Caitlin Clark's classmate. Love that. Snagged him in the competitive balance round. He went 10 for 9 with a 3.49 ERA and 281 strikeouts through his 3 seasons as a Hawkeye. He led the Big Ten in strikeouts, finished 3rd in ERA this most recent season, ranked 4th in the nation with an average of 14.71 strikeouts per 9. So he actually he's a multi-sport athlete. He played football too. So
those guys are usually pretty good.
He'll fit right in.
He's like the reverse Elway. Reverse Manning. Like that guy just can
or just the regular Todd Helton.
Oh, I forgot Todd actually was a quarterback too. Yeah.
Peyton was his backup, okay?
The one thing is that Todd was so good at baseball that I just cannot imagine him in any other uniform for any other sport.
It's crazy. All right. We also got on day 1, infielder, outfielder, Jared Thomas. He's a Longhorn. He slashed 349, 435, 635 in his 60 games during his sophomore season. 15 doubles, 4 triples, 16 homers, 47 RBI, and was 18 for 18 in stolen bases. We love a guy who steals bases. We love it. Day 2, we got a catcher, Cole Messina. That was the number 77th overall pick out of the University of South Carolina. Won the Johnny Bench Award. 19 doubles, 1 triple, 21 homers, 71 RBI, and 50 walks as a Gamecock in 2024. And he was named to the SEC All-Tournament team after setting a tournament record with 16 RBI through 5 games. So that is a future catching prospect right there. Infielder Blake Wright out of Clemson. He moved between second base and third base for the Tigers. The Rockies love a dude who can play every position, okay? And he looks like he could be one of them. He's moved around a little bit. We got, all right, on to pitchers. Righty LeBaron Johnson Jr., also out of the University of Texas. A pitcher we mentioned went 11 for 9 with a 4.04 ERA through his 3 seasons in Texas. He was also the 2024 Big 12 preseason pitcher of the year, so we'll keep an eye out for him. Lefty Connor Eaton came in round 6. George Mason University is 21 years old. Went 3 for 2 with a 5.66 ERA. While he was at George Mason University. That was through 14 starts. But yeah, that was the most starts of anyone on that team. Fidel Ulloa, I'm sure I'm butchering his name and I'm very sorry. Out of LSU though, went 2 for 2 with a 4.62 ERA, 26 strikeouts. He was a reliever at LSU, so those are the numbers. He also played Anyway, all right. Let's check in with the Toyota chat, though, real fast. Trenton in the chat, Condon can play right field, too. We're going to need someone there very soon. Between Jones and Doyle, the Rockies could have an all-time great outfield. That is true. That is very true because we have some incredible defensive outfielders currently here in Colorado. Fun to watch. The future, again, this is always my favorite week of the season, I think, because the future just feels so much brighter.
It's the week of hope.
Week of hope. Hope week. All right. Who else did we snag? Luke Jewett of UCLA. We've got another Bruin. In the house. Joining Sean Bouchard, Jake Bird, Michael Tolia. Yeah, the Rockies love a Bruin. Love a Bruin. So he's a right-handed pitcher, went 2 for 5 with a 4.35 ERA. Had 14 starts for UCLA this season. He ranked 9th in innings and 10th in ERA. So he's up there, okay. But yeah, he played in the Cape Cod League, if anyone recognizes him from the Cape Cod League. Who else do we have? Infielder, outfielder, Tommy Hopfe out of Fresno State. He's 21 years old. This guy's interesting, okay? He is a two-way player and a switch hitter. We love an indecisive king. Now, I would love to see at what level... I would love to see how long he could remain a two-way player. But at Fresno State, all right, 19 doubles, 3 triples, 7 home runs, 45 RBI. And he did all of that while also he made 16 pitching appearances. He was a full-time pitcher in 2021, by the way. So as a pitcher in his college appearances, 3 for 4 with a 4.86 ERA. So he's not even a bad pitcher. I'm curious to see how this all develops. Hope Week. Yes, Trenton in the chat. That is exactly what we're calling it. All right. Yeah, the possibilities. The possibilities are great. Fisher Jameson. Some of these names are just like fantastic. He's a righty out of the University of Florida. As a pitcher, went 5-0 with a 3.99 ERA and 79 strikeouts. That was during his junior year at the University of Florida. This most recent season, he led the Gators in ERA. So that looks like a fun guy to have around. We got Alan Espinal out of Vanderbilt. Led the team in slugging and home runs and was tied for first in total bases. We got lefty pitcher Everett Catlett out of Georgetown. This is the super tall one. He's a 6'7" lefty pitcher, okay? Ranked 3rd in the Big East in ERA. Went 6 for 1 with a 3.36 ERA and 84 strikeouts this most recent season. That was over 16 games. Also, next guy they grabbed, lefty pitcher Justin Lower, 21, also out of LSU. He played 26 games, which is the highest on that team. And he's got a 2-0 record with 1 save. So, got righty Sam Girth from Navarro Junior College. He's the youngest guy the Rockies picked up this draft. 19 years old, out of Navarro Junior College in Corsicana, Texas. A 4-4 record, 68 strikeouts through 13 games. 5 of them were starts, so he's in and out of the bullpen. But he was apparently the number 8 draft-eligible player to come out of junior college. So out of the junior college crew, one of the best the Rockies could have grabbed. Again, I like a guy coming in with a little bit of experience. Yeah. A little bit of experience. Righty Luke Thelen, 21 years old, out of Western Michigan University. They're at the Broncos. Broncos country.
Let's go.
All right. We got outfielder Kevin Fitzer out of California State University, Northridge. My aunt teaches there.
No wonder you said that with such guts.
I know. Yes. CSUN, as it's sometimes called, or Cal State Northridge. All right. So he's 22 years old. Ancient. No. Not even the oldest guy. Not even the oldest guy. The oldest guy the Rockies picked up this draft was 23 years old. But anyway, back to Kevin Fitzer, an outfielder. 11 home runs, 42 RBI, 11 stolen bases this season with Cal State Northridge. He's got 19 home runs and 102 RBI and 21 stolen bases through all 4 seasons. So obviously he was on fire this most recent season. I wonder if he can keep that momentum going into his upcoming minor league career. We got another Nolan Clifford, 22 years old, out of Creighton. A 348 batting average, a senior season. He walked 28 times. Were these the most exciting facts we could get?
I'm wondering if the Rockies are just going to draft a Nolan from now on?
Every draft has to have a Nolan.
Yeah.
They're like, shit, there's no Nolan. We didn't grab a new one. Now we got to just grab this one.
We got 2 Nolans now that have worked out pretty well for the Rockies. Maybe they're just like, the Nolans is the way to go.
Mm-hmm. My new theory about the Nolan Arenado trade right now is that everyone lost. Everyone lost the trade.
Is it a theory or just looking at facts?
It's the numbers. It's the numbers. Everyone lost the trade. I'm tired of being like, they won the trade. They lost the trade. No. We all lost. We were all losers in this.
It was all bad at the end of the day.
At the end of the day, we're all really sad because of it. Let's move on. Congratulations to a new Nolan joining the Rockies organization. Anyway, righty Tyler Hampu, 22 years old, out of Austin Peay State University in Tennessee. So I wonder if Todd Helton got some eyeballs on him. They love a guy from a school in Tennessee. They're the Governors, by the way. That's their mascot. He appeared in 37 games. Again, he's a righty pitcher. Struck out 75 through 56 innings. I like that. Helped the team get to the Atlantic Sun Conference. Get the Atlantic Sun Conference title in 2024. All right, 2 more guys the Rockies snagged this draft. Nathan Blasek out of the University of New Orleans. He's 23 years old. Actually, I'm sorry. I thought he was the oldest one. There's a 24-year-old in the mix, too, coming up next.
That guy, though, is a fucking baller right there. And Blazek, there's no way that guy's not going to be an MLB.
Blaze it! I want him in Colorado.
No, there's no way that guy's not a baller and going to be an all-star one day.
Has to be. He's a pitcher. He went to the University of New Orleans, but he started his collegiate career at West Virginia, and he was also primarily playing first base and outfield. So he is another guy who can do a little bit of everything. Listen, sometimes Sam Hilliard eventually became like a pretty solid outfielder for the Rockies. He was drafted as a pitcher first. So listen, this is like the age where it's like, ooh, they could go in a bunch of different directions. Let's see. And then the last guy, Hunter Omlid, 24 years old out of Arizona State University. He is 24 years old getting drafted right now. He played for 4 different schools, 4 different schools. Arizona State, Grand Canyon University, Central Arizona Community College, and his first school was Boise State. And of course, it's only 2024. Obviously, there was a pandemic in the mix and all of this. So I feel like a lot of guys moved around just to get the best possible situation that they could get because everyone lost an entire season. It's terrible. So I'm not going to knock a guy for going to 4 schools. But I'm going to talk about it because I was like, that's a lot of schools. That's a lot of moving. That's a lot of new friends. That's a lot of new teammates. That's a lot of adjustment. Man, I hope he can find a steady home somewhere. I hope we could do that. All right, guys. That was why are you laughing? I wasn't saying anything funny.
I'm sorry. Just the way you said it made me crack up. I'm sorry. I should have interrupted.
Well, no, I don't care. Nothing matters. All right, we're going to talk about the rest of what we saw this draft and anything else you guys want to talk about. But first, guys, we got to get these Rockies draft picks some Chinook seedery seeds because, guys, these are the biggest seeds on the market, okay? And they've got some flavors that no one else is doing. Literally no one else is doing. Who else is making cinnamon toast sunflower seeds? Who else is doing lemon pepper or dill pickle or smokehouse barbecue, jalapeno ranch? These are just some of the flavors you could be getting with Chinook Seedery, and you're not going to get the sandpaper tongue, the salty burn. Just ask super producer Tiff. You can eat those seeds all day long without it tearing up your mouth.
I'm going on a super long 18-hour road trip. I'm stocking up Chinook, and I'm taking them all the way with me, baby.
Let's go. I know. I think we got a couple bags floating around here. If you want them, I won't tell. Guys, you can try all these flavors. You can get a sample pack with all 8 of these flavors. Head over to ChinookSeedery.com and use code ROCKIES for 20% off your order of the best seeds ever. All right, let's mention our friends at Premier Members Credit Union. Guys, if you're like me, you want to get ahead with your money. That is why I think you should take a look at Premier Members Credit Union. They're a financial institution based right here in Colorado. With PMCU, you get local branches, friendly tellers, and the tools you need to save smarter, like a reverse tier money market. Whatever your goals are, they can help. PMCU is all about creating a better banking experience for their community, so why not see what they can do for you? Check out becomepremier.com to learn more. Yes, Trenton in the Toyota chat saying, definitely need to stock up on some Chinook. Yeah, you will need it. 18 hours. It's a long drive.
All by myself, too. Just me.
You're going by yourself?
No, I'm taking my mother-in-law and my wife and my brother-in-law.
Oh, but they're not going to drive.
They don't drive highways.
They don't drive highways?
They're terrified. So I get to drive 18 hours, baby. Let's go.
You're telling me your wife doesn't drive highways?
She does, but that long of a road trip.
She's just like driving around town, you know?
Yeah,
like
just the highways is what the thing that terrify her. So I'm like, I get it, the speed. Like,
to be fair, people do be driving crazy on the highways.
Especially long road trips. They're going 110.
Okay, don't go 110.
I'm not, but other people are.
What's the speed limit on the highways in Mexico?
There's no speed limit. There is. There's a speed limit. Don't get me wrong. People just don't obey it.
Is it just not observed?
It's slower than here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's slower than here. So
interesting. Guys, I thought this was a very interesting draft class. Okay, who were you the most surprised by in the top 5? I was surprised that Jack Caglianone was not in the top 5. I think everyone was surprised that he wasn't in the top 5. And at first, when they called Charlie Condon of Georgia, I was like, wow, like, I'm really surprised. Like, you know, Jack was right there. He's supposed to be like one of these like crazy draft picks. He's a first baseman and a lefty pitcher. The Rockies love, or at least need, lefty pitching. But I'm excited about Condon as a choice for the Rockies. Again, he went 3rd overall. The first draft pick is from Australia.
Oh.
Yeah. Travis Bazzana. Went to Oregon State University. But yeah, he's from Australia. I think he's the first Australian to ever be picked 1st overall. Only the second time a second baseman has been picked 1st overall. That he's going to go to the Cleveland Guardians. The whole damn family was there too. He looked so excited. Always fun. Chase Burns went 2nd to Cincinnati. Charlie Condon, as we know, fine young man from Georgia, went 3rd.
The finest young man.
The Rockies have had great luck with dudes named Charlie who are from Georgia. I approve. This message. Nick Kurtz, a first baseman from Wake Forest, just like Chase Burns, went 4th overall. He'll be going to the A's. Hagen Smith, a pitcher, going to the White Sox. And then, yeah, Jack Caglianone went to the Royals. Not even in the top 5. She was probably surprised by that. But, you know, still a first rounder. Oh my gosh, actually, it's so funny. I'm remembering this now. I can't even believe I forgot to put this in the outline. The Rockies' second pick from the competitive balance round, Brody Brecht. After the first round, he tweeted all caps, "Good." Like I think he thought he was going first round and was just like, look at all these teams that passed up on me. Good, I'm going to show you.
There's always a guy in every draft that does that.
And he was that guy.
Yeah, and we love that we got him, right?
You know what? We love a bitter king. We love a bitter king. We love a guy with a chip on his shoulder.
Hate will take you very far.
Yes, it will, unfortunately. That is not the message this week. A little aggression, you know? A little passion will do you good.
Sports hate will take you very far.
Sports hate, yes. Oh my gosh, please. Please. All right. Anything else oh, you know what? One of my favorite moments that we see during during the All-Star game or heading into the All-Star game. The guys all carpooling together. I mean, it's not a car, it's usually a jet. But Jose Iglesias and Pete Alonso of the Mets and the Rockies' Ryan McMahon all flew together on a jet to the All-Star game from New York. Yeah. I love that. Also, oh my gosh. They had Jose Iglesias performing like at the All-Star game.
That's insane.
Like he was performing his hit song, OMG. As you can see, he's holding up the sign. My joke, my one joke about the national anthem was maybe Jose Iglesias should have sung the national anthem.
You would have been better off.
I mean, actually, like, I'm surprised, like, no one, like, realized, like, oh, this girl doesn't look like she's doing all right. Like, if she was, like, was she stumbling around? Like, that could have been a great pinch-hitting option if they just threw him in there. They're like, do it. It's hard to sing, though. National anthem's hard to sing.
Especially in front of all those people with no prep or anything. They would have done Iglesias dirty.
You know what? I'd like to see him try. I'd like to see him try.
Couldn't have been worse, right?
It's so crazy. I'm like, wow, like his song, it's like number one on like the Latin digital sales charts. Like, it's crazy.
Latins go crazy for music.
Well, yeah.
Biggest artists in the world, some of the biggest artists in the world are all Latinos, right? Like, because of the language, like so many more people can understand it.
Yeah. It's a good point. That is a good point. Yeah, he's like crushing it with his. I was like, you know what? Like, leave it to another former Rocky to become something unrecognizable the second he leaves this team. Him, Jerks and Profar, freaking killing it at the All-Star game.
Nolan Arenado, but the other way.
Who else? Who else has become a totally different person? Oh man, I feel like that's gonna happen with Alan Trejo also.
Don't tell me that.
Honestly, I don't know. Alan Trejo, like, because he's in the Dodgers organization now, which, like, I'm imagining is a place he is kind of excited to end up because he's from Southern California. But I was like, well, they're going to, like, turn him into, like, a pitcher or something. He's going to pitch a no-hitter against the Rockies, and, like, there goes everything. I'm excited for his possibilities. He gave us all of his most youthful years.
Alan Trejo being not a Rocky anymore, I think has hurt the most out of anything.
Right?
I think it hurt more than Nolan, in my opinion.
Yeah.
On a personal level.
Well, it's like, it's really fun. Yeah. Oh, okay. On a personal level. That's a hot take. I will say, so Kayla and I have been finishing up this little documentary that's going to run tomorrow. But I'm like looking at all like, you know, the 2016 Yard Goats, the 2017 Yard Goats. And I'm like, those were like, you know, the very early years of my career. I'm like, I have been covering like a chunk of this team for most of my career across 2 states, across 2 time zones. It is kind of weird. But I'm like, yeah, Alan Trejo is one of those guys that like we saw a lot of in Hartford. He was great in Hartford. So, yeah. Trenton in the Toyota chat, national anthem, tough to sing. Famously tough to sing.
Yeah, I wouldn't do that.
It's just you have to have like an incredible range to pull off the national anthem. It's very easy to mess up, very hard to nail. The singer last night was great. I was just like, damn, the bar for him is so low. Good for you. I couldn't even tell you who sang the national anthem at the All-Star game last night. Do you know who sang it? Let me know in the Toyota chat, because it's someone I didn't recognize. And I don't think I'd ever heard before. But everyone knows Ingrid. I think she's going to be okay. People are really dragging her on social media. It's pretty brutal. I feel for her.
Yeah, of course.
She's getting dragged real bad. I think people are like, no, she's lying about going to rehab. She's just trying to save face. I'm like, I don't think that's the thing people just like make up. Like, also, she's like opening up about like the worst moment of her life so far. And you're like, no, you're lying. Like, just like, leave her alone.
Let's not put so far. Hopefully that's the worst moment of her life.
Yeah. Did I say so far?
You did.
Oh, well, you never know. I mean, a lot of crazy things can happen in life, okay? But
I'm hoping good luck for her.
I'm wishing her nothing but the best of luck. Yeah. I'm wishing you the best of luck on your big, long drive.
Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah. Friday will be live at noon, right back here on the DNVR Sports YouTube channel. And then tomorrow, maybe around noon or maybe a mystery time. At some point tomorrow, the Yard Goat special will drop. And I'm really excited about that because it's like an actual piece of journalism. It's like actually really good, you guys. And yeah, as a reward for everyone who finished watching the show, Friday's my last show. I know. It's crazy. We'll talk more about it on Friday. So yeah, that's that. Yeah. You're going to tune in while you're driving?
Yeah, I do that all the time.
No. You can listen while you're driving. You can't watch while you're driving.
Well, I tune in on my phone and I just connect it to the Bluetooth and I just drive.
Yes.
I'm not looking at my phone while I'm driving.
I was going to say, the whole backseat crew, your passenger princes and princesses, are going to want to watch something.
They can watch something. I'm putting it on. I'm doing me.
You do you. I'll do me. And I'll be back on Friday. Again, stay tuned. We'll tweet it out. It'll pop up on YouTube. So hopefully you're subscribed to the DNVR Sports YouTube channel. But check out the Yard Goat special. A lot of current Rockies in it. It's going to be pretty good. All right. And anyway, yeah. Come back here on Friday for a live show. And we'll discuss what to expect from the Rockies during the second half. And that is what we'll have going on. How does that sound, Yaya?
Sounds like a great show to me.
It sounds like a pretty solid show. Yaya, where can we follow you on social media? Will you be tweeting throughout your vacation?
I'm going to be tweeting pictures of the baseball stadiums while I'm out there.
Yeah, you're seeing some games.
Yeah, I'm going to go see 2 baseball games, the Professional Mexican League, then the State League, which is going to be really fun. So if you guys want to see how it goes down in Mexico, follow me. It'll be fun at Yair_Vasquez_ or DNVR Rapids Twitter.
Yeah, I love that. I'm excited that you're having I'm a little jealous. That's like one of my top baseball trips that I want to do.
They say that the Tijuana one is one of the best ones.
Ooh.
And not just even Mexico, but in North America. The experience that you can get in Tijuana, you just can't get anywhere in America.
Damn. Oh my gosh. All right. Next time I go to San Diego, just pop down.
It's actually a 40-minute drive from downtown to the actual stadium.
It's close.
In Tijuana. It's not even that far.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I love that San Diego and Tijuana are Denver and Boulder. It's so fucking close.
That's the same thing with El Paso and Juarez. You cross the and you're there. It's the same city. People live in Juarez and work in El Paso. It's literally that close.
I mean, they are the same city.
They are one city, just 2 different sides of a border.
Yeah, that's so wild. I love geography. I love borders. I'm a boundary queen. All right, guys. You can follow me at the Suzie Hunter on all platforms. Make sure you are following DNVR_Rockies for all of the updates on our content. You can find that on Twitter. And guys, you know what I love to say about closing out a show?
What do you like to say, Sue?
That's baseball. That's the show. Talk to you guys Friday, right back here on the DNVR Sports YouTube channel. See you later.
We all silly like the mayor.